Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a masterful game called Elden Ring that I started about 2.5 weeks ago, just before Christmas. I actually got it as a Christmas present from my older brother, and it was awesome. I recently started playing it and hit a bump. I was like, man, this is a hard game. I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I started to back down. I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. This is really difficult. I don't know what I want to do here. There's so much to explore, and I just got overwhelmed. Now, before we get into what made me get out of that, what made me get out of like the funk of starting the game, which can be hard for a lot of people starting the game because it's a very difficult game. Don't be fooled. It's people think they're good at video games and then they hit Elden Ring and they're like, man, this is a whole different this is a different jar of cookies, man. I don't know if I'm ready to crack into this one. So first, I'd like to go into some starting tips for if you're starting Elden Ring. Things that I found really helpful. I'm not super into the game. I only have like 30 hours of playtime. I'm not the master. If you're looking for the most masterful tips for starting the game, sweet. The first tip and the most important tip is play it how you want. I would say don't go looking for all those videos about how you should play the game exactly, because it's a game. You should have fun. You should play it how you want. So the first tip I would say is find a build that you like. Don't look up videos. Don't look anything. Just find a build that you like. That will help a lot in how well you can get through the game. The next tip I would say is don't rush into bosses. It's not a race to finish the game, unless you are trying to speedrun it. In that case, go ahead. I don't really care. But I would say, don't rush into bosses. They're very hard. There's can be very hard bosses, and I struggled a lot with some of them. Some of them were really easy. You don't know until you try. But I would say just explore, admire the beauty of the game, do dumb things, just get lost in the general game before you get all serious about trying to finish the game. That'll help you be ready for those fights and just have a lot more fun in those fights, and already have fallen in love with the game. So when you're going through the hard time of losing and dying and dying and dying and dying, and I can't even exaggerate how many times you die in this game, it's insane, that you are ready to keep going. But yeah, that's probably my second tip. Don't rush into anything too big. It doesn't really matter. Third tip, man, this is kind of an important tip. Find a type of combat you like. There's no best way of combat. If you're a dodging and weaving kind of guy, dodge and weave. Be my guest. Just keep dodging and weaving. And if you're a ride on horses kind of guy, jump on your horse and ride on your horse and go slash some goblins' throats on your horse. I mean, it's all about a game. You gotta have fun. I would say probably the biggest tip for if you're trying to have fun is find something you like in the game and just keep on doing that. Don't try to do what's best, because you might not enjoy it. I mean, I know that there's better types of combat than riding on a horse, but I like riding on my horse. So screw what other people say. Riding on my horse is my favorite. It's what I want to do. Third part, there are some very important skills to learn. Now, you don't have to learn them right away, but I would say the most important is dodging and weaving. Now, I said that's a type of combat, and it is. There's people who have completely mastered that and take pride in that they've mastered it. I would say just basic understanding of how to dodge and weave is really important, because if you can dodge and weave around a big boss, that guy is screwed. That guy whips out moves from Satan's butt crack, and he's about to throw them at you. And if you just walk behind him, he acts like he's bamboozled. Bro acts like he just started the first day of first grade. He doesn't have a care in the world and doesn't know what he's doing. He is more lost than a grandma in a Walmart, bro, by herself. And so if you know how to dodge and weave, I would say you can do pretty good at the game. Now, you don't have to take that information saying what I said before. You cannot learn how to dodge and weave and just get the tankiest setup and smack the guy all you want. That is the strategy. But I would say dodging and weaving is very helpful. It's also funny, bro, when you dodge behind that bro and he starts stumbling, thinking he just slapped the bazonkers out of you, and you're sitting there laughing, swallowing your heels, and just enjoying life, I'd say that's one of the greatest feelings in the whole game. Yeah, I would say learn that as a big thing. Another thing, if something looks scary, it probably is. I mean, the people who did the art for this game, the graphic designers for this game, I'm pretty convinced are in, like, were slightly crazy, or are just very crazy. I don't know, but the creatures in this game are scary, bro. You're gonna come up to something that looks like something straight out of a horror movie. My rule is typically the scarier it looks, the harder it is, which has served me well, and I will pass on to you guys. The scarier something looks, the harder it is. Also, quick note, the yellow and green mist, the other side is a boss. Don't be fooled. Also, there's a lot of traps and all of that thing. I would say just have fun with those things. Do dumb things. Like if something says there's a trap, bro, walk right into it. It's a game. It's meant to be silly and have fun. This is all like developing the correct mindset going into this game, because if you have not the right mindset, you're probably not going to enjoy this game. Another thing, if you kind of like me are big into competitive games like Fortnite and Rocket League, and I've played Valorant, like those type of games where there's a purpose. You're trying to win. You're trying to flip reset on your opponents, which I still can't do yet, but whatever. You're trying to hit the coolest clip in Fortnite. That is not this game. This game is slow. This game is tedious. This game is, like, the lore in this game is deep. There's a deep story that you have to understand, and that's a big thing going in this game. I would say even if you're not one of those people, you can become one of those people by playing this game, because this game is very fun, and you will probably love it after 15 hours of playing the game. So I would say, like, yeah, just if it's not your type of game, give it time, and you might grow into it. Remember, it is a game. Don't try to take it too seriously. Like, don't try to take it like a competitive game. Don't try to go into everything thinking, I gotta beat this guy the most efficient way possible. You're not. You're not that guy. Let's be honest. You're not that guy. You're not him. And then I would say a big thing is don't give up. You're gonna fight bosses 20 times, 30 times. You might even get a boss on the first try. But there's gonna be harder ones. There's gonna be difficult ones. And if you give up, then you're never gonna beat him. Every shot you don't take is a miss. I don't know who said that, but that dude was a genius. A big thing for me is admiring the beauty of the game. The game is a beautiful game. It's kind of freaky at times, but overall it's a beautiful game. And that's why I love the horse so much. I just ride around on the horse, admiring the beauty of the game, finding new freaky things, running away from them, deciding I don't want to fight them, eventually coming back and fighting them, and then getting something super cool. Another tip, don't let items like roll over your head, and don't, like, you're gonna get something that's secretly insane. You're gonna keep it in your inventory, never touch it, and then realize it was the most cracked thing ever, and you could have just obliterated everybody with it. So yeah, don't, like, if you get a new item, take a second to figure out what that item does. Read the description. Go talk to some random lady on a cliff and have her tell you what it does. I don't know, this game's wonky. Anyhow, yeah, I would say this is generally most of what I wanted to say today in this video, because it's hard to sometimes remember that it's a game. You feel like you're trying to take something seriously, you feel like you've got to succeed. You don't. There ain't nobody watching you. We all know you're playing by yourself. I mean, it's a single player game. Oh, which reminds me, multiplayer sucks. Don't ever touch that. Anyways, yeah, don't forget it's a game. It's like, don't take it too seriously. It's a game. Have fun. As I said, do dumb things. Just go wild. And if you want to play multiplayer, don't try to take it seriously, bro. It's a joke. Just do it to have fun. Do the stupidest things ever. But yeah, I would say if you're just starting Elden Ring out, it's like walking up to the Burj Khalifa is the first building you ever seen. It can be it can be a lot. I mean, that's a tall cookie to swallow. I would just say take it slow. It gets better. Trust in the believe in the magic. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but yeah, but yeah. If you guys, that's pretty much all I had to say for today. I do have some things. I did take a slight break for the holidays. I know I had a thing going that I was posting every day until Christmas. We went on a family trip and that completely got obliterated and I could not do it anymore. Also, I can't thank y'all enough for 500 subscribers, which we're now way above that. We're like 670, which is awesome. That's so amazing. I can't even believe it. It means the world to me. I think you need 1,000 to get monetized, and I'm almost there. And this has been so fun, and it's been amazing, and I can't even believe how fun it's been. I just thank y'all so much. And also, one of my shorts is like at almost 80,000 views, which is crazy to me. I mean, think of 80,000 people like watching something you did. It's insane. It's invigorating. It means so much to me, and I can't thank y'all enough. And I would just like to say that school's back up. I'm trying to be back on my uploading schedule. I'm trying to get things out more often, and I'm going to be uploading again, hopefully more consistently. And so, yeah, hopefully I'm back and can upload things more often, and hopefully we can get monetized before January 19th. Don't ask why. I made somebody a bet, and let's get it before January 19th. Yeah, I would say, to recap everything I've said, if you're somehow already here, which I doubt it, barely anybody is, I would say Jesus loves you. This is a fantastic game. Take it slow, because that's what really matters. And thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.